When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on another SEC rival, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Gamecocks will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tigers offense will go on the attack first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys. It is crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt. In the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So South Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he's brought down after a nice game. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Catch in the middle. It's Smith. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their...
There he goes! They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. And that's a live ball. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Man, I tell you what, those backup running backs, they don't get very many opportunities to prove themselves and deserve more carries and show the coaching staff. And when you do, and you fumble on the first carry, oof, you're not going to get many more opportunities either.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Running into the open space. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Sends it downfield. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Finds a seam. And he ran away from the the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Got his man downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Floating away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
And now they got to put it together, right? And then this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches, and so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Makes the quick grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. Catch in the middle. It's Manning. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the grab close to the logo. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
To throw, it's Sellers. Completes it in the middle. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They want to throw it. Picked off to stop the threat.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Terry. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. The running back has it. Got room at the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
You want to stress a defense? Get the quarterback outside the pocket right now. Really good job running the bootleg to the left, getting the quarterback outside of the pocket. He can chew up ground in such a hurry, or he can throw the football down the field. Makes it really tough on defenses.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unleashes one. Grabbed over the middle. It's Terry. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Into the end zone he goes. Touch! Back to pass, it's Sellers. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Harbor. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He might want another play. Wants to keep it in the air. That's reeled in. It's Bennett. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Creates a little space. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Makes the catch. It's Hunt. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Jacobs. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Makes the catch. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Spits it out to the back. He's got it. Touchdown, South Carolina. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
A really nice job on their final drive of the 1st half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun 1st half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
To the air, it's Sellers. Pulls it in, it's Hunt. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Out of the backfield, he's open. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Gamecocks! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with complete.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hunt. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly, Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And the Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your...